Hey, this is Maverick. I want to welcome Bourbon Leather to the Slacker 82 Alpha family. They are our new sponsor for the show. They're the ones who do our hats. If you've seen the hats that I wear on the show, that's the ones that they do. They offer custom leather patch hats made with real full grain leather. So make sure you check them out at bourbonleather.com and tell Freddie Maverick and Goose sent you. If you use the promo code SLACKER, that gets you an additional 10% off. So if you have a show and you want hats for the show, or you just like wearing hats like I do, get them, man. These guys are great. The product is great. The hats are great. They're comfortable. I mean, you can't ask for a better hat. And they're reasonably priced. So once again, make sure you go to bourbonleather.com. Make sure you tell Freddie that Maverick and Goose sent you. And again, use the promo code SLACKER for 10% off.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Waking up with smoke inside your lungs, rising embers blotting out the sun. Your entire world is burning up. Look up your surroundings. Waking up. the kind that breaks you down inside. I'm here to help you find a remedy. If you're sick and tired of all you swallow, ride with me and never look back. Ride with me. We're gonna take the world. Leave it all. Not gonna lose control. We're gonna set it off. If you wanna scream, ride with me. We're gonna let it out. 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 Ride with me, leave it all. Ride with me, we're gonna take the world. Leave it all. Not gonna lose control. We're gonna set it off. If you wanna scream, ride with me. Leave it all. Ride with me. Lose control. If you wanna scream, ride with me.
All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Goose. What's going on, brother?
What up?
Ah, little delay there. All right. Let me get the stations in real quick here. I want to welcome everybody from 105.7 of Phase, Patriot Radio, Earth Radio, MBR, Military Broadcast Radio, UG Media, J Parker Radio, Paisley Radio, FCM Live, Sword Radio, Crystal Radio, and the Hit Network. All right. What's going on, Goose? A lot of shit going on.
Well, all kind of bullshit like always. People, you're aware and you're reading and you're paying attention when you're supposed to. You realize we are fucked. So just let me give you the first news. The border is out of control like always.
Always.
Florida, DeSantis doing a great job. Now everybody's running out of the state, opening more positions for people to get a job. And some people don't like what he's doing, but I think a lot of all my friends that they are migrants, they kind of like what he's doing. And we're going to go more into detail later on the show why. But the main thing I want to touch today, George, I think it's Santos from New York representative got indicted today.
he got hammered.
He got freaking hammered.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he did.
freaking Hunter Biden and his freaking family haven't been hammered yet. You see
No.
what I'm talking about? They're
And they
always
never will.
looking.
They never will. I
You
hate
know,
to be the bearer of bad news. I know Bravo's going to chime in here because he's in here now.
and I
But
know Bravo agree with me on this one big time. You know, this shit that pissed me off. All these freaking agents find all kind of freaking stupid ass charges against these freaking people. Trump, George Santos, and all the Republicans. But I haven't seen freaking Hunter being charged. His freaking family, Biden, a freaking corrupt individual.
yeah, but everything I
Our
read about this
president.
George Sorto, whatever the hell his name is, I mean, there's a lot of shit that he did.
Well,
I
they
mean,
always do all kind of shit, but the only one that rests is the freaking other side. It's
Yeah.
not justice. It's not fair and balanced. Our agencies are out of freaking control.
Well, it's
Department
never
of Justice,
never been
the
fair.
FBI, the CIA who killed freaking Kennedy, and all this other BS that's going on in our country. When are you guys going to wake up and smell the coffee? People, I'm telling you, these people out of control. Why you think they put this idiot in the White House? And we all know that he cheated. Nobody in our country history never stayed in the freaking bunker and didn't campaign and won any freaking election. These people cheated big time. I don't give a shit what the computer people say, what these other people say. We all know they cheated. And that's why I don't give a damn what they say about Trump. Trump is my freaking hero. He's the one who exposed all these cockroaches, and now we know who they are, and they continue destroying our country every day, Maverick. Every freaking day. Every time you go to the pump, you see it. Every time you go to Walmart, you see it. Every time you take a trip, you see it. Come on, Maverick. Are the American people getting sick of these people or not?
I don't think so. I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah,
I mean,
Goose. These people that aren't paying attention are the ones causing us to get all the pain. For God's sake, they need to frickin' wake up. We're tired of going through the pain. Wake your asses up.
every day I saw the news about this guy. Let's say that he did everything that he did, and but motherfucker, let's do it on the other side too. Hunter Biden did all kind of shit. This guy Biden
Yeah,
still
but how long
selling
have we been
oil
dealing
to
with the Hunter
China.
Biden crap? I mean, the Hunter Biden crap we've been dealing with for what, a year or more now, and all that stuff that came
Like
a year
that was
ago, and nothing. Nobody did anything.
nothing.
Hmm?
Like that pencil head stick, the guy from the freaking house that brought these charges against Trump, all these kind of hoax, all these freaking liars, and now a freaking lady, 40 years ago now, charged Trump with pulling her hair, whatever he did, and now he had to pay $5 million. Give me a freaking break, man. They're making all kind of shit. They don't give a shit about you and I. They keep stealing our money that we don't have, Maverick. Bravo, we don't have no freaking money. $32 trillion. You don't give a shit, but your kids are gonna pay for that shit. Okay, it's gonna come in time that they're gonna have to pay for all that BS. Now, transgender. I didn't want to touch transgender today, Maverick, but these people are out of fucking control. And the teachers are invited them to the classroom to be put behind bars,
Well, you know what I
should
don't
be sent to
understand.
jail.
I agree, and what I don't understand is these people, these people who kids are in these school districts. Why aren't they up in arms about all this? I mean, why aren't we? Why aren't they like? I don't know. I mean, going to the school board meetings and being like, what the hell is this shit going on? And pull your kids out of school. Who are they gonna bring these trannies to if your kids aren't in school? I mean, any more nowadays? I'm more for homeschooling or
Hey,
private.
trannies are gonna be honest with you. You asking for people to start kicking you fucking ass.
Yeah.
Because they give you opportunity for you to be in your freaking safe space. Now you get out of your safe space. Now you're going to our school and teachers, you are the one inviting them. They created, I guess I
Well,
was
exactly.
reading.
I mean, they're being invited. Let's remember that they're
Yes,
being invited. They're not just coming in there. Somebody's bringing them there. And
yeah,
that's where
and
these people should be up and
Huge,
on.
huge busfuls of them, man. You see all the buses down there? They were busting them up there.
and another thing that I'm gonna mention today, our freaking Air Force Patriot serving Iraq, Afghanistan. When he was doing Uber delivery, went through the freaking in Austin, Texas, one of those Black Lives Matter freaking protesting day. The guy came with his freaking gun into his freaking window of the car. He shot the guy. Today they sentenced him to 25 years
Oh,
in
that was
jail.
the that was
25
the
years.
the military guy you're talking about. The one, yeah, that
Five
they
freaking years.
that's the one where the what was it, Black Lives Matter or something. We're
Yes.
blocking the street, and they
Yes.
pointed an AK at him. They pointed
Yes.
a freaking AK at him, and he shot the guy, and then he gets
What you
the
expect? The guy's being in Iraq, Afghanistan. The guy have freaking PTSD. You do the same
What?
shit to me. I do the same thing to you.
Hey, anyone
on that.
that points a gun at you like that—that's felony intent.
Yeah,
They
that's
can
what I
kill
don't
you.
understand.
And that was
My
in
life is
Austin,
threatened.
I mean, that's
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, I don't
Austin,
understand.
Texas. And that's what I'm telling you guys.
Oh, Austin,
all,
Texas.
yes,
Oh,
all,
okay.
I'm
Now
telling
I
you,
know.
these small liberal cities are controlling a lot of all the state.
Yeah, but I thought
Sometimes
the
like
governor of Texas was going to
pardon
step
him.
in, do something. Yeah, I
Yes,
thought he
he's
was
gonna
going
pardon him now. But the thing is, why? Why this guy come to your window with a freaking gun? What you supposed to do, Mary?
No,
exactly.
he did the right thing,
He did
Goose.
exactly what
He did the
anybody
right
would have
thing.
done. Anybody armed, responsible armed person would have done the same thing. I mean,
Right.
tell me, Goose, if you were trying to get through a street and they were blocking the street and someone points an AK at you through the window, what are you going to do?
I
You're going to
close
wait
my
for them to
eyes.
shoot? Are you supposed to wait to shoot? They shoot you first? I mean, come
No,
on.
I close my eyes. I open fire to make sure the blood don't splash all over my eyes. But I then sure I'm gonna open fire, and that's what I'm telling you, people. I mean, people don't believe, but the state of Florida, our governor is doing a great job. That's why I don't want him to run for president. I think he's doing a great job in our nation, in our state specifically. And you see the stuff that I sent you today, Mary. Our sheriff departments all over our state, they are not taking this crap.
That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
they are not. And they show the picture. This is a freaking violent protest, and this is a peaceful one. If you're doing the violent one, you're gonna get it from us, and they're not gonna play. They're gonna arrest you freaking ass. They're gonna put you behind bar, and you're gonna stay there for a long time. Okay? They just passed the law. The law about migrants. All these new migrants that are coming here, they're flying out of state right now. And you guys gotta understand. You gotta peel the onion, Bravo and Mary, because these new migrants are making an injustice to the other migrants that got here 10, 15 years ago, that got their own houses, their own family, their kids go to school, they got their own career, their own company. When they are charging somebody, let's say $20 an hour to do a job, when these new people that come here, they start charging $8, $7 an hour, they're taking these people's job. These are the people that just come to our country. They just move into a freaking house, 20 of them. They rent a house, 20 or 25 of them. They charge you $7 an hour to do a job that where the guy that's already established, have his own family, had to compete against them. That's very unfair. You want to come to my country? I don't give a damn. You can go ahead and come to our country, but do it the legal way. Do it
Yeah.
the legal way, okay?
All right.
And
Now
I'm Latino,
all
and
right,
I believe in that shit.
let's talk about the big topic that nobody seems to be addressing. Not just here. I mean, I'm anywhere. I haven't heard really too much about it. How about California approving 1.2 million for each black resident in California?
Well, hold. That was a board that approved that. The governor of California today said, nope, it's not going nowhere. Yeah, he said that today in the news, live night press conference. He said, this is not going nowhere. This is deeper than
I
what you
hope
guys
so.
talking about. Because, come on, are people getting $1.4 million and talking about when you break
Where'd
it
you
down,
see
it's
that he said that? Because I didn't see anything about him
yeah,
saying.
it came out. It came out today in Fox News. Yeah, I saw it. He said no. Yeah, he said no. I said, oh, he said no. I thought he was going to sign. That was a story from a board, 10, 12 people. They was coming with all kind of bullshit. So they should give me goddamn at least 50,000.
I know. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Even to approve it just shortly. You know what I mean?
Just for serving our armed forces for 20 plus years, I should get at least $1.2 million.
Can I say something, guys, really quick?
Oh, who's that? Revolution.
What's
Hey,
going on?
I thought you were in the 4th floor of the hospital where the crazy people are.
No, I thought y'all was in hell getting satanic training from the demons in there. Yep. No, listen, check this out. No disrespect to you guys, but I was on a podcast a couple days ago, the Teachers Podcast to be exact. Y'all might be
What?
familiar
You're on
with
somebody
it.
else's podcast, Revolution? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
but check this out.
Oh,
Guess why I
you're
went on there? Guess why I went on there?
He tried to
What?
I went on.
infiltrate.
No, I went on there to debate toxic masculinity and LGBTQ agendas to be pushed on children in schools. And
Yep.
I told her, I said that on this podcast, I don't think it was fair because everybody in her podcast, they think like she does. So I said, would you challenge me if I asked them on the Maverick podcast? Because I know y'all would want a piece of that anyway.
yeah. What they say?
So if she takes up my challenge, would you guys allow it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 We're
And
all
let me
for
say one more. Let me say one more thing, guys. Let me say, do you know the people who are coming over the border, right? That's between the United States government and whether it's Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, or anybody else. And guess what I will not do? I will not say anything or have an opinion to the government allowing it or not. I just think it's sad that people that had nothing to do with the gripe between America and black people are saying, hey, to even consider reparations when everybody's economic situation in America is attached to black people. If you
Yeah.
think I'm lying, ask the Arabs who get all our gas and convenience store money. If you think I'm lying, ask the Asians who get all our hair care product and everything. See, and ask the Chinese who we buy more Chinese food from them than we cook for our damn self. So,
Yeah.
so they should
So
be
what's your
glad.
point? What's your point?
They should be glad if black people get reparations because they're gonna get half the damn money. So for real, everybody else need to just shut up and let it happen. Y'all might be
Oh,
glad to go.
revolution.
Oh, come on,
Revolution. I gotta
Oh,
strike you
nah.
down.
Oh,
I
you're
gotta
in
strike
Go
you
ahead.
down this
Go
because this
ahead.
money coming out of taxpayer money.
Yeah, but you
Now,
don't say
if
nothing
Biden
about
give you the money out of his pocket, then I don't care. But no
the
out of my
money's not
taxpayer
coming.
money.
Let me say this. The money is not coming out of taxpayers' money. Taxpayers got to pay taxes whether black people get that or not. So that's a damn lie. That
Oh,
is
all right,
not
wait,
coming.
what about all right, Revolution? I'm gonna play the devil's
Revolution.
advocate here.
If
What
it
Yeah.
about
was a Puerto Rican movement to get reparations, you won't be this
and
happy with them. They're not
and
wrong.
what about
Oh,
there were
no, I wouldn't have
there were
I
wait a
didn't
minute,
say
okay,
nothing.
so there
I
were
didn't say nothing when Jews got money. I didn't say
there were
nothing when the Indians got money. I
all right,
didn't
but
say
what about
nothing when the. Go ahead.
so all right, so we're talking about reparations because for
Uh-huh.
slavery, I'm assuming, correct? For
What'd you
something that
say?
happened, we're talking about reparations for something that happened.
Revolution. And you're
Wait a
not gonna
minute,
get nothing.
yeah, hang on, Goose. A long time
I
ago.
might take it.
First of
But go
all,
ahead.
and none of us that are living right now were around when that stuff happened.
Yeah,
Correct?
but you know what? Those of us that are here right now, most of us are benefiting as a result of. Understand this: cotton haven't been king for about at least 140 years, right? But the money that made cotton king has been invested into other venues. You can't follow the paper trail. You think people just blew all that money over that course of time, or do you think they used it to make more? This is why people that are protesting the reparations, guess what they're not doing? They're not looking at the fact that because of the wealth that came down through slavery, they've had a 200-year or more head start.
Okay, but what about the white slaves and the other nationality slaves that there were back
Fight
then?
for y'all money, and I won't say nothing if y'all get it. Fight for y'all money, and I won't say shit if y'all get it.
But why? Well, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
And most of y'all
understand.
got y'all money anyway. Check this out. White people always say to black people, I ain't with all these handouts, right? But when there was land grabs and land was grabbed from black people and given to white people, when they gave out the GI bills, it gave more housing to white people than anybody. White people never said anything about that. They didn't say nothing when
I'd
the
have
police
to see the
department.
statistics on that.
Hey,
Come on,
Look
revolution,
at them.
revolution,
Look
revolution.
at them.
All I know is I tried to open a business back in the 80s. I couldn't get shit. But if I was a black person or a woman, I could have gotten money. They
That's
didn't
a
give anything.
goddamn
We didn't get
lie.
any benefits.
If you was a white
Zero.
homosexual, if you was a white homosexual or a white woman, you would have benefited way more than being somebody black in America. Black people get killed in America and don't nobody say a damn thing. But if you just say hi wrong to a lesbian or a gay, you going to get canceled. I mean,
Well,
come on, man.
revolution,
No, that's BS.
revolution,
What?
revolution.
Guys,
I gotta
guys,
say something about this. Let me talk about this.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Go ahead.
Goose, hang on
I
one
want to say
second.
something about this because I'm
Goose,
in a minority too.
All right,
Okay?
hang on. I want to introduce one. We got one on the panel here. Jonah,
Okay.
welcome to the show,
What's
brother.
up? Thank
How you
you.
doing?
Okay.
All right, get Goose.
Uh,
I have a
I'm gonna say this.
Goose.
I came from Puerto Rico, and we didn't have this bullshit they got on this state, where always a lot of fighting about race, this, and that. And I'm gonna give you my view. This is just my
Go ahead.
view.
Go ahead.
If you work hard in this country and you really put yourself to become who you want to be, this country gives you the opportunity to do so. Now, and I can prove your point. I got many friends of mine that come from another country, been here 10, 15 years. Nobody
Yeah.
giving a freaking loan to start their own company. Nobody giving them shit. They work hard, really hard with the family, with their kids, with their wife, and they got their own company, and they get ahead, and they're doing all kind of good stuff. It's a lot of great opportunity for you to become who you want to be. Me, I
You know
won't take no
what?
freaking.
Goose.
I won't
Goose.
take no freaking handout from nobody.
Goose, let me say this, Goose. That shows that there's a lot of freaking undereducated people in America. Let me say this, Goose. I don't care how long you've been here or where you came from, right? Understand this. The people that came from where you came from and other places did not suffer with 40 years of Jim Crow, 40 years of Black Code, 70 years of Jim Crow, and another 50 years of the civil rights debacle shit. Nobody have had as many obstacles as a group
what
of
you
people
think
as
happened?
the rest of
Wait a
the
minute.
world.
What you
All right,
think
wait,
happened in
hang
World
on
War
a second.
II with
One
the
at a
Jews?
time. One at a
What you
time.
think happened
Yeah,
with the
but that
Jews?
Right.
The
right.
Jews got exterminated.
Goose.
What about all the Vietnamese people? I work with 3 of them that came
All right.
over that were almost killed in refugee camps, were starving to death. They came over here and they worked themselves through school, and now they're engineers. And
But
know what
guess
they say?
why?
They say, "I don't want to hear that shit."
They
I
were
was
the
almost
big-
murdered, and
they
came
were the-
over here with nothing, with
they were
with
the
no
big-
shoes on my feet,
They
and
were
I
the
was
big-
able to make it. You
Wait
know
a
what I mean?
minute. They
That's
were the-
what America is. If you work
But
hard and
that's
everything, you
not
can
what
do it.
America-
Sure, there's people
That
that
is
are
the
prejudiced.
American lie.
Sure, there's
The
people that are
American
prejudiced.
dream and the American lie is
The
not the same.
revolution. We didn't.
Hang on.
American people from other places are the one who brought the blacks here. That
Hold
was
on.
part. That was
Let's-
part.
Right.
Hold on. Y'all,
That was
Nobody-
part.
hang
We
on,
weren't corporate bondsmen,
All right.
though. You know, we weren't
It
corporate
wasn't only
bondsmen.
American. It was
right.
everybody.
We were regular Americans that
Right.
came up, that immigrated over here, just like the rest of everybody.
We
Yeah,
need
but
a
some-
time. We
Go
can't
ahead.
talk
But
over
some-
each other. Oh my
But
God.
some people were incorporated in. The Italians once saw signs that said Italians need not apply. WAPs, Dagos, whatever they
Right.
called them.
WAPs
that's
without
what
papers.
they did.
Yeah, they
gave
couldn't
them,
get
They gave
jobs.
them the fire department. Then they gave the Jews the civil service department. They gave the Irish the police department. They never gave black people anything.
All right, but
Revolution.
let me say
They
this.
killed
So
us.
stop saying
No,
y'all don't
and
take
I have-
handouts.
Revolution.
Guys,
After
we
World
should
War
not speak
II,
at the
they
same
killed
time.
thousands of Jews in Germany.
Yeah,
Remember
but that
Yeah.
that was 12 years.
This is not. This is not.
That was 12 years.
Revolution.
That
This is not real history. I have Life magazines of guys of principals that are in Queens and in the Bronx, and standing in front of their high schools, principals. These guys look like they're GQ right off Black Men, right off the, right out of the magazine, and they're interviewing them. They're intellectual. Their schools weren't full of graffiti. There was no, the windows weren't smashed. What happened between the 30s and the 60s?
They don't own them schools.
What happened between the 30s and the 60s? The Democrats. They fucking took over and they ruined it.
Well, it's the politician class. All of the politicians have been worthless. All of them. All of them.
Right.
And that's it.
Black business owners were huge. Huge. And they stole. I agree.
Right, you know what happened?
They stole your money.
Let me tell you what happened.
Did.
See, before you go on and give a misnomer about what happened, let me tell you the truth about what happened. Integration happened. And when integration happened, they came and just bought everything, just usurped the black community. It ain't like, come on, man. Y'all just be saying anything because
what party did that to you? What party did? The same party. I just listened to Malcolm X's speech. He said the same devils that say that they want us to be a part of them are the ones that are pillaging us and destroying us. He was talking about the Democratic Party.
As well as Democrats. We talked about both.
Hang on, real
quick. Go ahead.
Real quick. Listen, look, we're not disagreeing with you that things happened back then, back years and years ago. I'll concede to that. Things happened. But nobody now, hardly anybody alive now that went through that.
Yes, but there are people alive who are benefactors of that.
Revolution, hang on, let me finish, and then you can. I'll give you a chance.
Go ahead.
Just going to say this. Look, I understand what you're saying. All these things happened, and I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. My disagreement is now you're telling me that we as taxpayers should pay this money to people who never affected these people. Now,
okay,
let me finish. That have not been alive, were not around when these things happened. You can't sell me on the fact that I should be okay with having to pay my taxpayer money going to people who don't deserve it.
And guess what? And guess what you can't?
They didn't go through.
What you can't sell me on. Guess what you can't sell me on? Where are the voices? Where are the voices from white America about their taxpayers' dollars to stuff that's going on in Ukraine, and they getting billions and trillions of dollars, and ain't nobody said nothing, and we pay those taxes too.
But we don't
agree with
that. We don't want that shit either.
Oh man, come on! Y'all ain't said nothing about that. Like y'all would be up. White people would probably grab their guns and go to war with America.
On Ukraine. It's not only white people money going to Ukraine.
Well, you know what, guys? Revolution got a good point. Revolution got a good point. I mean, Revolution, we complain just like Mary said about reparation, Ukraine. We agree, but the bottom line, if they give you the money, I don't give a shit. I don't agree, but you got a point. We give money to everybody else, but not other people.
So where do you draw the line when the homosexuals want money because they're treated bad?
I'll draw the line when
because you know why? Let me say this. Can I say this? This is why I love Bravo. Let me say this real quick. It's a difference between fighting for rights to be seen as a human being when you only saw as 3/5 of a human being than fighting for the right to pickle smooch. And that's Bravo's words, not mine.
Well, you know what, Revolution? This is
hey, Goose, you keep talking about how you think people don't have the right to be gay. That's where you're wrong. We fight for our country because we believe that we have that right to be gay or a lesbian.
Yeah, you got a right to be gay, but you don't have a right to doctrinate my freaking kids. That's my kid, not you kid. You want your kids to be gay, you teach it to be a freaking gay.
Hang on.
I don't give a damn you gay, you want to do whatever you want to do. I don't mind. But don't go to my school, teach my kid you things that are on immorality. Immorality things against God and against my freaking Christian value.
You
Do
got it.
whatever you want to do with you freaking ass. No, we my kid.
Right.
Anything
Who
else?
was
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Who was that? Who was that?
Every place that has practiced homosexuality corporately, every civilization was destroyed from within. We don't want that shit here. If you want to
Thank
do
you.
that
Thank
yourself,
you.
I'm not going to judge you. Go do it yourself. You can do whatever the hell you want and pay the consequences in the end. You know, I
Let me
don't
teach
care.
my kid. Let me teach my kid what I think is right. They're my kids.
Guess
You
what
teach your
Goose
kid
just did?
and whatever.
Guess what Goose just did? Goose just opened up the doors of the church. I'm going to walk in and I'm going to go get baptized, Goose. I'm telling you. And Gooseology.
Thank you. That's what my Christian values are, and that's what I
But
believe.
but you know what though? Getting back to revolution, he does have a point. I mean, I would rather see the money that we spend on Egypt, the Middle East, and all these things go into programs to help the inner cities, to rebuild them, to give jobs.
Bravo,
You
bravo.
know,
Break the
yeah,
budget
I would
every
rather see
year.
that.
It's a lot
Not
of
writing people
money.
checks.
Bravo,
Not
it's a
writing
lot of
people checks.
money. It's a lot of money in every freaking budget, but they steal it. They steal
But
the
they still,
They
freaking
do.
money.
thank you,
But
Goose. Thank you,
but we
Goose. They
should be
steal it like a
rebuilding.
monkey.
So we might gonna have to go ahead pay reparation and let them take care of themselves with the money
Right.
that we give them, and that's
And
it.
then,
Because like
The
Chicago,
only way I would agree with that is if they're not going to do like Trump was doing that. He was creating commissions going into the inner cities. They were starting to develop businesses for those communities. If they're not going to do that, then cut them a check. I agree. Then cut them a
bravo,
check.
bravo.
Stop
Our
giving the money
politicians,
overseas to people that hate our
bravo,
guts,
bravo.
and cut them a check if you're not going to go rebuild their city.
Our politician, a bunch of freaking fake, corrupt.
They destroyed
people.
the inner cities. Look at Zombieville. It's a joke. I know people over in Asia, and they laugh at our cities. Philadelphia, where they walk around, it's called Zombieville because they're all on fucking drugs, and they've destroyed our inner cities.
guess what,
Yeah.
Goose? Guess what, Goose? Listen, y'all. Don't you know that black people didn't pull the financial institutions that were once in inner cities, causing them to flourish? Do y'all know that in the 1940s, in the early 50s, they said that Detroit might have been the wealthiest city in the nation, and some would argue even on the planet Earth. But you know why they usurped the inner city in Detroit? Because they knew it would destroy black families. See, y'all not looking at all of what happened to
No.
black people.
Destroy
We do deserve.
Destroy is a good
Yeah, they
example. You're
did.
right.
No, you are right with that, Revolution. They did feared the black businessmen, and they were starting to group together. They were starting to get power, and they didn't want that, and they destroyed them. They
Bravo,
did it.
bravo. Wasn't only
They
that.
did. No, it wasn't just blacks, but it was a lot of them.
Martin Luther King had a good message, got a movement,
And they whacked them. They whacked Malcolm X.
Do you know why?
We whacked him.
They whacked
See,
them.
do you know why they whacked him? They whacked
Yeah.
him because he was a week away from doing the most revolutionary thing that ever would have happened on the American soil. And guess what that was? He was leading a campaign down to Washington, D.C. a week after he died. Had he lived, they would have posted up on the Washington, D.C. property and not left until they had jobs, businesses, and better housing opportunities. All that, they wasn't going to leave. They said, no, we can't have this, and they killed him because they didn't put him in place to serve poor people. They put him in place to serve their agenda.
A revolution. What do you think? They killed freaking Kennedy.
Yeah, because
Do you
Kennedy
know what
said-
Kennedy was
Kennedy-
trying to do?
Did you know Kennedy was trying to get America to stop accepting Federal Reserve dollars and print their own. That's why they killed Kennedy.
Right. He was trying to go back to a gold-backed currency.
Yes.
Yeah. He was.
That's why they killed him.
Go back and see what
revolution-
Thomas Jefferson said. Thomas Jefferson didn't want them to control our money back then either. He knew what was
And he
going to
got
happen.
and he got
Revolution.
shot. It was an attempt on his life 2 weeks later.
Revolution, but you don't want to get no money. You are not freaking California, so stop
No, I'm gonna get that
complaining.
money because I'm going to move to California tomorrow.
So
Mother
hurry up and
What's
wait,
this
hurry up
about?
and wait. But you know what? Revolution had a good point. We give so many $1 million to this other country. You know,
Yeah,
we
they've
got a
sucked it out,
president.
man.
We
They've
got a
sucked out all the
president
money.
that sold out our country to China and stole so much freaking money. So you know what? Give it to the people. Like I disagree when we got the $1,400 out of $1 trillion. They robbed you. They robbed all Americans.
They
Where's the
robbed
rest of the
all of
freaking?
us.
Where's the money? And they still took you $1,400 back.
No,
When you do your
they have
taxes,
stolen
you have to
trillions
say,
since
you know,
1913. They have stolen trillions from
you know
us,
what?
the
I
American
believe
people.
that
It needs
every
to be given
family,
back. If that money
Bravo,
was given back, this country would flourish like you'd never seen before.
they should give every freaking family in our country at least $1 million.
Absolutely right. You know what? Can I shine a pair of your old shoes, Goose? Now you can't wear them no more. I'm a bronze them. I'm a bronze them. Listen, let me say this, bro.
And I said
It's
this
about
before Revolution, the show, how they stole our money when we should have get at least $1 million out of that $1 trillion. And there would
what
it be only around $200 million to our freaking taxpayer. That's it. Everything else,
you
I don't
know.
care what you do with it.
You know what I say? This is what I say. America has stolen so much from the American people, the American government, that if they gave us $1 million apiece, they should forego inflation for at least 5 years and stop the paying of taxes for at least 10. Listen,
Because Democrats don't care. They want to see
the
you broke and they
Republicans
want to
don't
be rich.
either.
No, you're
No,
right.
you're right.
Three
You're
quarter
right.
of them, they don't care. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Whoever got rich under Republicans that wasn't rich under Democrats? Even if you did it, think about this, guys. Out of nearly 400 million, about 366 million to be exact, is the American population. Only 4.5 million people have PhD degrees. Remember that joke? Is there a doctor in the house? Remember that joke, guys? The
Yeah.
reason why that joke was so funny is because you could probably have 25,000 people in your venue and not one of them have a PhD degree.
So what you telling me? You should get a certain money depending on your education?
No, I'm not saying
We
that
don't
you
want
should
them.
get.
We don't want them in this Rockefeller PhD system. Wait till the new system comes out. You know what I mean? We don't want them in this system.
Are you
Well,
guys aware that 76% of America's adults, guys, that's anywhere between 18 and 100, 76% is reading at a sixth grade or less degree.
no, 7.
Yeah, and that's
76,
by
guys.
New
design.
York
The
City,
dumbing
New
down of
York
America is
City.
by design
Yeah,
too.
New York
Exactly.
Yeah.
City, New York City this year lowered the standard of the test, and now the reading level is 7th to 8th grade. You're right, Revolution. You're right.
America is dumber at this moment in history than it has ever been. Remember the movie Dumb and Dumber? They was talking
Yeah,
about American
because
society.
they
The
they
government is
want to
dumb.
teach
Yeah.
they want to teach that gay shit all over the
MMA.
school,
Welcome to the show.
Hey, you
and
know
that
what?
woke
Too
stuff.
isn't this still the Shemitah year? Hey, wouldn't that be great if we all just had this is like we just have like a Shemitah. I mean, what's it
Bravo,
called?
this is not Schmidt that year.
Yeah,
It
the
was 2
Shemitah
years ago.
year. It was either just finished
It was
up
2
this
years
past
ago.
April, or yeah. I mean, it's it, and usually it's a Jubilee year right after that.
Yeah, Jubilee, but you know
Yeah,
what?
man,
Bravo.
a Jubilee. That means we should all get $1 million. Yeah, let's do it.
Bravo, keep dreaming. Keep dreaming.
We
Just
what a major party that would be. Huh?
well, you know who's getting all the freaking money? It's been happening for the last freaking 15 years. We don't get shit. We don't. We just pay taxes. And right now, what? 7% interest rate to buy a house.
Right. Do you really think when they say we're passing a $9 billion budget for Ukraine, you think the money's going? There's criminals in Ukraine are getting all that money. No, the money's coming back to the criminals here.
Bravo.
You know,
I just want to
it's
say
just a big filter. It's a big laundering scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme.
It is.
Yeah.
Bravo. We got to guide our listeners to the right place to find information. If you got a freaking TV, turn your TV to C-SPAN every freaking day for a week, and you got to see these people that are testifying. You got a freaking stupid ass idiot liberal asking for $50 trillion for climate change last week from this freaking $50 trillion just flat out ask Congress. We need $50 trillion to fix the climate change. And somebody very smart, say, what about China and these others? What they're gonna do? Oh, we don't care about them. We just want $50 trillion. These people are freaking wacko. They're freaking crazy. You know, and you guys turn on your TV when all these people go to all those freaking Senate freaking group and all the questions. These people are crazy. They're loony. They should be in the fourth floor.
You know what?
Hospital where they keep all the crazy people.
There's enough information. Did you read the James Comer, Representative Comer's document of what of the shit?
Yes.
I mean, this is cut and dry criminal stuff. I mean, here they are going after 1996, going after Trump because he probably pushed a tranny or something.
Hey,
you know
Bravo.
what I mean?
Make sure you tell the listeners, Bravo.
Welcome, Andrew.
Make sure you tell the listeners about
on Biden.
Tell the listeners what you're talking about, Bravo.
And Donald Trump, I go by his word. Take the man at his word. He says, I'd never even met this woman before. It's the same thing they did to Judge Kavanaugh. They brought some crazy nut in there, and they'll do anything for money, and they make up something, and it turned out that Judge Kavanaugh never knew that woman either. It's the same thing. These people use the same playbook.
Exactly. Bravo, listen, really quick. Don't you know out of the 50 women that accused Bill Cosby, 25 had never been in his presence in their life?
Yeah.
They be setting people up.
Well, you know why they brought Bill Cosby down. He started to get a conscience and started preaching to the black community. Well, the liberals can't have that shit. They got to shut his mouth. You know what I mean? And that's how they do it. Look at Judge Thomas, what they did to him. I remembered. I was old enough to watch it.
Well, that was
bullshit.
That's why he's released.
He's one of the greatest black leaders we have in this country.
Bravo. That's why he's released. Sotomayor, she's the one who released that BS about abortion and all that BS. She's the one who was involved. She made $3 million last year for a book signed that she had, and I haven't seen that book. You might find that book in the freaking garbage dump because nobody bought that book, but she made $3 million.
Goose, did she ever discover if she was a female or a male? Did she ever figure that out?
Who, Brown? No, Brown.
Sotomayor.
She's still thinking. No, Sotomayor.
You're right. It was the other one, Brown. Yep,
yeah.
You're right. Never mind.
She said, let me ask my professor.
You ever look at these judges and think to yourself, like the judge that was deciding whether or not he's going to let the little black book, Epstein's little black book out or whatever. And you look at him and he's got earrings. It's a dude in a dress, but he's
bravo.
You know what I mean? It's just, you're like, how does 1% of the world's population get all these positions of power? They're being placed there through fraudulent elections.
It's an empire.
That's how they've been doing it. It hasn't been the American people making these decisions. It has been people that have been freaking stealing shit from us.
Bravo, it's a crime organization. But one question and one thing I'm going to say, I blame Trump for one reason. He could have protected Epstein and keep him in high security somewhere where nobody can touch him.
How do we know he didn't? How do we
I
know
don't
he
think he
didn't?
did. I
God
don't think he
dang!
did. I don't think
I
he
He
don't
did.
think
put
I
it in
don't either.
freaking Miami and they kill
I
his
think he's
ass.
dead. Anyone who
Yeah.
has, and if you look at the history of child trafficking and sex crimes with children, anyone who had any chance of coming out clean, they murder them. So I don't. He would have sung, and they would have had so many people behind bars because he would have sung,
Well, that's
and
what I'm
I'm
saying. I would have
surprised
put
that
him.
they
she's still
murdered
alive.
him. There's
I
I
would have
they
mean,
sent
murdered
him
him.
to freaking planet freaking
Right,
Venus to make sure
right,
nobody kill him and start
right.
selling all the thing. But Trump didn't do that to
Well,
protect him.
who's the was it? Is it the Twitter guy, the CEO, Page?
Elon?
No, the Page guy, something Page.
What page?
No, I forget. I got to look up the article. It was a CEO, not the past Twitter CEO or the Google CEO, just got subpoenaed and he disappeared. They can't find him now. Did you read about that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Well, I found the one from not Google, another place that he disappeared and they just found him dead.
The
Like
CEO
3
of
months
Cash App, they
later.
found him dead.
Yes, or digital something. Yeah, they found him dead.
Yeah.
Listening 9/11 from the Uber, and they call him. Yeah, hey, that freaking guy from the Clinton campaign. What was his name? Soft or whatever. He got killed in the back because he released Clinton stuff.
Anytime you talk to Clinton, you're associated with Clinton, you will end up murdered. It's a guarantee. Never be their friend. Like Kim Kardashian is their friend, and her kids around them. Like she's gambling with her life.
No, she is. And one thing that I hate is when I saw that they indict this guy from New York, but they don't indict Hunter and his family. And they got all the proof, they got all the documents, they got the laptop, they got everything. But yes, they go after Republican and they've been getting indicted every freaking day. This is very unfair. We don't have justice in this country. It's not justice. The DOJ need to be eliminated. The freaking FBI and the CIA.
All right, let me ask you
Right.
this, Goose. Let me ask you this. Do you really not believe that the Republicans and the Democrats, just one people, they are friends? They do all that arguing in front of us over the airwaves, and then they leave and go eat $10,000 dinners together and play rounds of golf.
Revolution.
They-
I
He's
told
right.
you last week,
He's right.
Revolution. It's no more about politicians. It's about good and bad, and we fighting an evil force. That's what we are fighting.
Maverick,
Okay,
what
but
do you think?
I'm just
I like
listening to
hearing
everything.
Maverick's point of view. He's so quiet.
No, I just let you guys speak. I'm on there.
because
I'm
Maverick
interacting with the people on the video side too.
Maverick is feeding me everything that I had to say.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear that
That's
the
what he
Biden
does.
administration failed to vet staff of the children migrant centers to see if they were sex offenders or child abusers? Did you
Yeah,
see
that
that?
shit came out
That's
in
what
the
he's
last
right.
2 weeks ago when we talk about the 85,000 people, the whistleblower talk about that they don't vet people and people were sent to kids were sent to smuggler to people that they didn't even know, so they don't have no accountability whatsoever about 85,000 kids in
No,
our
I'm not
country.
talking about that part. I'm talking about when they are coming across the border, the Health and Human Services centers, they haven't been vetting their employees.
Oh yeah, she talk about that too. She talk about all that kind of stuff. You hear her report when she was in C-SPAN. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was sad. I mean,
But
she
did you
was.
guys hear what happened in Austin, Texas? They're trying to reintroduce Tickle Me Elmo to the
Oh,
kids. Listen. Let me say this. Tickle Me Elmo
Bravo,
is
revolution. What do you expect from Austin, Texas? It's a freaking liberal city.
see. It
And they
don't
did that
matter.
stuff. It was Colorado what they did that. And then they trying to hide all that BS. And then the girl, they invited an outside like clown or I don't know who they are, and then they start talking about stuff that they didn't suppose
All
to.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, getting back to these. Yeah, you guys are right. It was that CEO from Digital Health. He was found dead. You
Yes.
think all these are by
Yes.
accident? And then,
Nope.
then the U.S. Virgin Islands just came out and said they can't find Google founder Larry Page. He was subpoenaed because of the Epstein case, and now he's disappeared. They can't find him.
Well, Bravo, you're gonna be the
I'm telling
next
you,
one.
they're going to start whacking all these people.
If
They're
you
going to
don't
start
stop
killing them
going
all.
to before it was news, you're gonna be the next one, Bravo.
No, don't
Yeah.
say that, Goose. That's not nice.
Billy D, welcome to the show.
Hey, we don't have no money, so we don't
Yeah.
have that $1 million these people do, so we're
Yeah,
never
we
gonna
ain't
get
gonna worry
whacked.
about that.
Maybe Revolution when he get his reparation money.
Yeah, I know. When he gets his $1 million too, he'll be.
No, 1.4.
Does he
Revolution
live
get
in
them straight.
California? Because I think that's where they're doing the reparation money.
Well, the governor already turned
He's
it
gonna
down.
move
He
to
said he's not
California.
gonna do it.
New York is soon following behind, so
I wouldn't
it will soon
I
spread
wouldn't doubt
across the nation.
Revolution, but you don't live in New York.
That's the scary part, is that it's going to spread across the nation, just like you said, Revolution.
Hey, why we don't make a collection here, please, and send some money to Revolution? That way he calm down a little bit.
No, what I'll do is I'll fund the Maverick show. How about that?
I
Hey,
love it.
yeah,
I
I
love it.
like it. I like it. I'm for
That's
it.
good. That's
For
good.
it
That's
now.
good.
I'm for it now.
I'll
Revolution.
drop some of my reparations dollars on you guys.
There you go.
For it now.
And we'll be
Oh.
legal.
Now on
And you'll
board.
be legal
Now
about
I'm
it.
on board
See
with
that?
that one. Yeah.
Hey, let's support Revolution on this one.
Forget everything I said before.
Not because you know why? Everybody that I know, I get Lil Mookie, Ray Ray, and Nook Nook, and I get all them to funnel some dollars. But what y'all gotta do is y'all gotta clean up the dirty dollars. I'll use y'all as a money
Well, that's
launderer.
Bravo. That's Bravo that deal with the dirty dollar.
Bravo got the dirty. He got the dirty
If
dollars.
I remember
Goose.
correctly, Goose is the one who knows all the places those dirty girls are in.
That's
in,
right.
Puerto Rico.
Goose is the dirty girl boy. Uh-huh.
Oh wait,
He
Yeah.
knows
Whoa,
the
whoa,
streets
whoa.
in Puerto Rico.
That's true, but that's not dirty money. That's clean.
What the fuck?
Didn't prostitutes used to get paid
Take
thousands a year ago?
prostitutes
That was
gotta
what-
eat too.
you're funding individual entrepreneurs, businesses.
He's funding women going to college.
You know what? Revolution, I agree with you. You should get the 1.4.
Oh yeah, I agree. Drop
Fool.
some
Well,
on
if
the.
they're going to give all the
affiliate.
Ukrainians billions and trillions of dollars, why not give it to some Americans? And while you're at it, why not give it to the college students? And while you're at it, why not give
Well,
it to...
shit, why not just give it to everybody? You know?
Just give it to everybody. Everybody
Yes.
gets paid. Everybody
well,
gets
let's
paid.
root.
The economy.
$1 million. Let's
Yeah.
do that. Let's put in the
Yeah,
news.
whatever-
$1 million to every family in our country.
Whatever that yearly budget is that they give out to all over the world, funnel it into the United States to all the
Thank you.
families here. There you go.
Thank
All
you.
right, check
I know
this out.
They spend it anyways, like Billy
Revolution.
said. Like Billy
Revolution.
said, so
We're
we
gonna
might
pay
as
for it
well
anyway,
take
yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and
Did
while
you-
you're
did
at
you-
it, rebuild all the bridges and roads and everything too that are falling
All right,
apart.
let me say this, Bravo.
Revolution.
Let me say this, Bravo, real quick. Don't you know that Kamala Harris went over to Uganda after they said that they wasn't going to accept the LGBTQ fiasco that's going on? She offered them $60 billion to do it.
And they
Now,
said,
if they would have taken it, nobody would have said nothing there. See, understand this. If we are going to go after a particular group and say, because that group is getting it, we all need to get it, well, we need to ask the Jews to present us with a Jewish fund. We need to ask the Indians to present us with an Indian fund. And we need to ask the Japanese to give us a Japanese fund, because we was all here when they got their reparations also. Why didn't nobody make
Revolution.
that?
I don't see the Indians doing that well. I mean, I have a friend that lived
The
on a
Indians,
reservation.
They're already getting their money.
well, the
Revolution.
Indians here,
The
the
big-
Indians
the
here in
big
Florida.
They
chiefs
make
is
a lot of
doing
money.
well.
Well, yeah, the ones that are allowed to build the casinos are doing quite well.
They're doing well.
Well, their family members, they do get paid. Every quarter they get a check. They're not railroad
Yeah,
Maverick.
they
You're
get
absolutely right.
reparations They get monthly reparations
Well,
check.
They also
revolution.
get
No,
free
they're not
college
getting. No,
in-state
the
tuition.
Seminoles here aren't getting reparation for anything. They make all their own money. They're the only one who doesn't take anything from the government.
Well, when you can
They're
have,
They're the only
smart.
when you
tribe
have
that
your
doesn't
own
They
take
bread,
give to the
but you won't
government.
They're
need to.
smart.
They pay to the government billions of dollars every year. As long
Exactly.
as we don't allow them, nobody else to build
Right.
casinos.
Right.
I say we allow the inner city entrepreneurs to really just do what they do best and just give. I mean, they need to just let them rebuild again. It's going to take a generation.
Bravo,
It's going to
bravo,
take a generation because they've destroyed
bravo.
everybody.
It's
You
no
know.
way. You gotta send the check straight to the families.
Well,
And
I
do
say there
whatever
needs
they
to be a jubilee. You're
I
right.
like a
Goose.
No,
jubilee,
you know,
Bravo. I like
I'm
it.
serious. There really does need to be one. You know
I
what?
like
Because
it.
a lot of
Revolution.
people have suffered. I'll tell you.
Hey,
Revolution will
Bravo,
buy
please tell.
3
Wait, Goose,
cars.
one second, Goose. Please tell people what a jubilee is. For people are wondering, like, what the hell is a jubilee? I know what it is, but others don't.
Jubilee.
A jubilee in the Bible is
Every year.
there's 7 sevens, 7 years of sevens will bring you to 49 years. And then on the 50th year is the Jubilee. And now what the Jubilee was, like during that is 49 years, the Jews, say if they went into debt and they had to sell their children to pay off their debt, or or work for some farm for dirt money, or they had to sell their house and give it away. At the end of the 49, on the 50th year, that person had to give that house back to the original owners. They had to give all the monies back to the original owners. Everyone, they let the fields rest during that year. I think I forget how long after yet, but they let the fields rest. Amber can maybe add some more to it, but it's I mean, I think we need it. It was practiced in Judaism for thousands of years.
He said the same thing in 2008 because that's when I bought his book. And now we're in
No.
2023. Yes, I got it.
But
Go get it now.
But the Jubilee is the Shemitah year was this past year. Their years straddle our years. So I think it just ended. It just ended in April. Was it April 2022 or something like that?
22.
Yeah. So I mean, this should be the year Jubilee. It's not over yet.
For Biden,
April to April. You know what I mean?
For Biden, is the Jubilee year because he's the one stealing all the freaking money.
Yeah.
I don't see it for me and my family. It's not Jubilee year because I still see my wife working every day. I'm making Revolution. Everybody else working to make their money. Revolution asking for $1.4 million to buy his 3-car and buy all the jewelry he wants to contribute to the economy.
See, why you gotta stereotype me, Goose? Why you gotta stereotype me, Goose? Why you gotta say I'm getting 3 caddies and 6 white women? See, let me say
I
this.
didn't say anything about 6 women.
You said I'm gonna get the. What you think I'm getting the gold for?
Well, come on, you have to Revolution. You have to admit the old videos from the inner cities with the caddies and the pimps running,
But you know how they
running all the women back then.
You know how that happened. Can I give y'all a brief history of Cadillacs and black people? Check this out.
Yes, I would love that.
Yeah.
Let me educate y'all real quick. Do you know that in 1935 they would not let black people go on the showroom floor and purchase a caddy? Because of that, black people wanted a caddy so badly that they would pay white people an extra $300 to $500 just to go in and make the purchase for them. Don't you know that a man who worked for Caddy, he said, "Wait a minute, I'm hearing black people giving an extra
that
$300 to
in the History Channel. You're right, Revolution.
I didn't. I want to know more. Go ahead, Revolution. I want to know more.
He said, what we'll do, he said, we'll make that extra $300 to $500 by allowing them in, but we only going to allow a little bit initially. So then they started selling Cadillacs to the likes of Mahalia Jackson, Muhammad Ali, and other famous black people. And when we saw those black people driving Cadillacs, we really wanted one. And then when the floodgates opened up, Cadillacs went up in sales 42% in 1 week.
Whoa.
See, understand this, y'all. Understand this. Half of the stuff that we talk about in America, it was caused, not affected. It was
But
caused.
look how they fixed that. It didn't take a government program to do that. That was good old fashioned
No,
entrepreneurship,
that
man. I
was
mean,
good
the
old
blacks
fashioned.
figuring out a way to get around,
Hell no,
the
Bravo.
evils
We
that were
call
put
that
upon them.
drug dealers.
Bravo.
Drug
If
dealers.
racism,
Yeah,
They want
yeah,
that
pimps
shit.
too. Yeah.
if
They pay.
racism never existed to the degree that it did, we would have just decided to get them on our own probably anyway.
Revolution. They just created pimps around and they got them for cheaper prices.
See, this is why Sesame Street characters get so much popularity, because real people don't say real stuff. We love saying fictitious stuff, so we live on the level of Sesame Street characters.
Hey,
But
not
you
on
know
this
what?
show.
It
Not
is
on this
true.
show.
Did you see that freaking videos of Michael Jackson talking about that stuff? Come on. You know that we always invent the will to get whatever we want to. It don't matter. Nobody can stop you. This is a free country. You get it if you want to get it. You find a
Right.
way to get it, Revolution.
Yeah, but
It
they got
don't
to
matter.
let you on the
Revolution, I mean,
showroom.
look how
They got
screwed
to
up
let you on
Europe
the
is.
showroom floor first.
But Revolution, look how screwed up Europe is still to this day that we left. Look how screwed up Africa is right now. I mean, they're all screwed up, but you know what? God came up with a place where we all could come as a melting pot and together and learn about him and do it. He didn't say it was going to be easy. It was hard as hell, but you know what? We all have made it. We've all
Bravo, when the
survived.
last time
Yes.
you went to
Well,
Africa? Bravo, when the last time you went?
Yeah.
I was in Africa
Because
when I was
sir,
8 years old. Did you know that?
Oh, Amber, you didn't even know where were you.
I
You
did
went
do
know
you
where I
know?
was. I was in
Do you
Africa.
know?
I knew exactly where I
Do
was.
you
yeah.
know that there are cities in
Goose.
Africa that not only rival American cities, some of them are better. See,
I didn't know
understand
that
if
part.
they.
Well,
Yes,
yeah, well,
indeed.
Kenya was very good for a while there till they destroyed that too.
Who?
Kenya was very good
Oh,
for a while.
come
Yeah,
on,
they
Bravo.
were
The only
very
thing they
Christian.
did is
They were
run
very
marathons.
Christian for a long time, and then the deep state got in there and destroyed them.
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
Bravo. Deep State, you got Rwanda, you got all those places. Right now, they're suffering a lot.
yeah.
Bravo.
I mean,
If
the
there's a
UN
such.
is destroying them. The UN, remember, guys,
Yeah,
the
but
UN is
Yeah,
one of the
I know.
countries
I've been
most
I've been to
corrupt in the
plenty
world.
destroyed places, all ex-communist nations. I've dealt with their governments. I've done everything. When I adopted I adopted 6 children.
I thought it
from
was
So
where,
five last
Bravo?
time.
yeah,
Bravo, were you in the military too?
yes, I was
You
in
were
the
there
Air
2
Force 6
days,
years.
according to
6
Maverick.
Don't
6
say
years.
according to Maverick. I don't say shit.
Maverick, how
I was
many days he was
aircraft
there?
avionics and electrical systems. I was one of the best. I was one of the best there was.
Do you know?
Goose, you were in the army,
Now I'm
right,
getting a little bit
Goose?
crazy.
Yeah, I was in the army.
And Maverick, were you army too?
Yeah.
Yes, he joined the base outfit.
You know what? Maverick is the funniest cat on the. You know why Maverick sit and just listen to us? Because he be writing jokes while we be speaking.
It's
Maverick
true.
is crazy.
You should see him in the chat sometimes. Maverick's pretty funny.
I just love. I like listening, you know, and I throw my 2 cents in every once in a while.
Yeah, because you be writing jokes. You ain't just listening. You be writing like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
You gotta take care of the
Revolution.
chat room here too, you know. I got.
He be testing me every 2 minutes. Slow down, Goose.
I got 2 chat rooms to keep up with here. You know, I got the video side and I got this side.
And
you
your
know.
Revolution,
hey
but
Maverick,
you know,
your video is on Facebook and where else?
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch.
Dang, that
then
many
we're on-
places? Your
then
video?
we're on 8 different places. Yeah.
Gosh, Maverick, you're amazing.
and in
Y'all better
25
stop
different
dealing with
countries.
Twitch.
But girls, Maverick's taken.
See, you know what? Bravo, stop doing. You see, Bravo had
Bravo,
to bring
come
some
on, Bravo.
LGBTQ stuff, man.
Mary, Bravo, why you gotta be talking like that? You're the only one.
Yeah.
Maverick, he just
Bravo
backboxed
better not
you,
be
Bravo.
single. Is he jealous of Maverick?
I
Stop
guess.
that, Bravo.
he's like, if I can't have him, no one can.
Oh God. Yeah,
Revolution.
Bird. I didn't know you were like that.
Hey, Revolution. Why you don't come to our show every Wednesday?
I love
Do
Revolution.
you have
No,
a
because
job?
and sometimes I'll be washing my shoes. My feet real big, and it take me about 2 hours to wash my shoes, and I'll be missing the show when I'm washing my shoes because I can't talk.
Wow, you size 20?
Yeah, I can't talk and wash shoes at the same time. Listen, check this out. They don't have to call the fire department. If I'm near a fire, I could stamp it out.
That's
That's
funny.
how big my feet is.
That's hilarious. Revolution,
then
were
when you
you
get-
ever in the military? Because the rest of the guys were.
Yeah, I was in the cotton candy division. Listen, don't you know? Listen, Goose, don't let Goose.
I guess I don't get the joke.
He was the Salvation Army.
Salvation
Yeah,
Army.
no, I wasn't Amber, man. I wasn't. I just tried to get up out of that question, but thank you.
He was
Amber.
great with the bell in the red bucket.
Ting,
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, Bravo.
And at Christmas time, he got to dress like Santa, so he really.
Yeah.
What about Erd? Erd was in the Navy.
Yeah, for 4
Erd
years.
was-
Erd used to get his parking lead was the grill.
Didn't
Erd
you
was
say?
in the Navy in the good years. Look at that. Ronald
Didn't you
Reagan.
say? Didn't you say Ert was standing next to that transgender that was in the Navy?
Yes.
Oh, you got pictures.
Yes. Well, I gotta allow Erd to defend himself. Erd come live in our show, but Erd experienced this movement before we did because the Navy tend to hire more transgender than other people because they're the ask and remember what was that one that Clinton said, "Don't ask, don't tell." The
Yeah.
Navy got. I mean, Eric can tell you. Eric, come live. We got a question.
No,
you
but what
about
it was, Goose, they said that Peter Cottontail was one of the first generals in the Navy, and that's why transgeneration is so big in the Navy.
The Navy and
Peter
Air Force. That's why Bravo got discharged because he didn't like that.
Bravo
you
don't
didn't
like
like
Peter
it.
Cottontail.
I
No,
don't
you don't
think
like
it happened
Picos
in the
Moocher.
80s. It
Bravo
happened
don't
later.
like
In the
Bravo.
80s, hey, we were in the good military, Goose. You were in the
Yes.
shitty military.
I
Golly.
joined the 80. I was joined
No,
in
Bravo.
86.
The shitty military is happening now because all the new guys are these millennials.
Yes.
They don't understand chain of command. They don't
Yeah.
That's
respect their
correct.
chain of command
Yep.
That's
like
correct.
the generation before them. It's totally.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? That's because when they walked us on Sunday, they walked us in front, and there was like 5 different churches. They didn't
Lena.
tell you which one to go into, but you were going to go into one of them.
Well, Bravo, you're right. When I first joined 86, I used to go to church every Sunday. You're right.
Yeah, I was in the 80s also, early 80s, 82 through 86.
So all the military men would go into church on Sundays?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the only way you take a break from basic training.
Yeah. No,
And
they
they
didn't.
would
They didn't
sleep
tell
with
you which.
hookers.
They didn't. There was a synagogue there, and the rest of them were different denominational churches.
Bravo.
And they
if
would
I
walk
was a
it-
girl,
you would
if
march-
I was a young teenage girl back
You would-
then, you know where my ass would have been? Sitting in church.
There you go.
You know why?
And you
I
would
have a
march.
thing for men
You
in
would
uniform,
march
and I have a
out in
thing
front
for-
of the churches,
I
and
have
they
a
would
thing for men
say
in uniform and
dismissed, and here we
cowboys.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Sunday was like a break.
I would have been
for
trying
you,
to get
so-
a husband. That's what I would have been trying to do.
Yeah.
Amber
If
May,
I
are
knew
you
all
married?
the soldiers, if I knew all the soldiers were in church, that's where I would have been.
Yeah.
Are you married, Amber May?
Yeah, I am. I am.
Oh, okay,
He's
'cause I was
very
great.
good-looking man.
All right, I'm sorry. Great, introduce you to Bravo. That's my friend. I went to school with Bravo.
Oh, you did.
Nah, no, I
I'm just
didn't.
saying, if I was a young
Thanks,
single
Revolution.
woman and all the hot men were in church, that's where I would have been. I would have got
Yeah.
a
Well,
husband.
Bravo got 6 kids and a dog, so I don't think.
Stop hating, Goose. Why you gonna hate on Bravo like that and start
Because
telling
Amber-
all
he
his?
because
he was
Amber
that's
is
because he
one
was
of our-
cock blocking Maverick when Maverick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right. Goose returned the favor. Sorry, Goose.
that's right.
Mary's one of our VIP in our radio. We don't want Bravo to be pulling that stuff on her.
No way.
Yeah.
You know, come on, we gotta stay honest. in our
'Cause
show.
we gotta
But you know
protect
what,
Maverick,
Amber, the thing about Sunday church was if you didn't go to church, then you had to stay back in the barracks and clean every freaking thing that was undone there.
Yeah.
So you prefer to go to church, instead of staying in the barrack doing all the dirty job.
So
So
Could
everybody
you
was religious.
imagine? Could you
Yeah,
imagine
I mean,
how
you
our
would have been
country?
you would have been the minority if you didn't go to church. There wasn't anyone that sat back in the barracks. You know what I mean? Not when I was in, anyway.
Could you imagine if it was still like that today? How
I
different
know.
life would be if
Yeah,
all of our military men attended church every Sunday.
right. There was some morals back in the military
There
back
was
then.
morals. Yep.
Yeah.
Can,
well,
can I
that was just basic training.
can I ask you guys something really quick? Did church give the morals, or did the
No.
upbringing from the parents already
Yeah.
provide the morals?
Yeah.
See,
The upbringing
we- I
from the
think
parents' revolution. Yeah.
It's
No.
both. Where do you get your morals from? From the church. Your
From the
parents
church.
got it because they
Parents.
learned it from growing up in the church, so they
I'll,
taught you.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. Yeah, my mother. You went to church, right?
Yeah.
Sunday.
So did
Yeah.
I.
we
Yep.
went to church on Sunday, but we was lying like hell on Monday. Do you know if the insurance man came to my house when I was a little boy, because they used to come to the house back in the day, and
Yeah.
if they came to the house to collect money, my mom would be like, "Tell them I ain't here." And I was a little boy lying my ass off. Understand this, guys. Check this out. Those morals didn't come from the church. Those morals came from the discipline, and then the roughness around the edges that was fixed by the church.
Yeah. Well,
It
God
makes
didn't
sense.
create the insurance companies to come rape you. You know what I mean? So your mom was like, "Hey, we're not here." Tell them no, we're not here.
We're not.
Well, Bravo, what do you mean by that statement?
What do you mean? Because everything was created to take every dime we ever had. We didn't have shit when we were growing up. We didn't even have enough food to eat. I went to my neighbor's house because when I was a growing boy, I needed more food and we didn't have enough, so I'd go over to dinner at my friends.
Bravo,
Oh
you
my
You know, I
sound
mean,
God,
like
my
you
that's
were.
husband.
you know
You
what? But
sound
that
like you were in
gave
food
you
stamps.
character. That
It was.
it really did. It
Bravo,
made you
you didn't
character.
have
It
no
made you
food stamps.
appreciate shit. You
You have
appreciate
food.
food. You appreciate when you have something new. You keep it new, and you do. You teach your children the same way. All my kids love the
So,
Lord with all their
Bravo,
heart.
you didn't have no food stamp in the 80s?
We did have food stamps.
We
Okay.
did have food stamps, Goose.
It was
You had
very.
food
We had
stamps
very
too.
limited food stamps,
But it's
and
not
that's
like
how we
now.
got.
What
That's
you
how we
mean?
got the
What you
10-pound
mean
bag of hamburger.
Yeah.
That's
What you
and
got?
that 10-pound bag of hamburger had to last us for a long time.
Yeah,
So
Goose,
you
back
used to.
then they didn't give you food stamps amounts like you get now. You know,
Right.
Hell no, it was like $20.
Right. And it was literal stamps. Remember that? It was
Mary,
like
Yep, they were.
literal
Bravo, Bravo used to
Yeah,
steal the
book.
cheese from you, Mary. I know that.
I know he did.
You
Yeah, the
used to
block.
get government
See,
cheese,
Bravo?
Maverick.
Oh yeah,
Hell
Yeah.
Man, I
yeah.
used to. Yo,
We
listen,
got
guys.
Wick.
powdered
One
milk.
day, a train was coming through Pennsylvania, through Philadelphia, and it broke down. And all the people in the neighborhood went and robbed the train. And we had stole boxes of government cheese. I was about 8 years old, and I was carrying
Bravo,
that
that's why
meat.
you didn't get the cheese that month.
There was going to be a whole bunch of grilled cheese for a week.
You found the guy who
We
stole the
did. We
cheese
had
in
a lot of
Revolution.
grilled cheese too. Yep.
I was the Grinch that stole government cheese. Y'all ever see that movie, The Grinch That Stole Government Cheese? I was him.
I like Goose. The mystery has been solved, Maverick. Now we
Yeah.
know.
Now we know where all the damn cheese went.
Yes, indeed.
That's what they call Revolution.
Damn
The
Revolution.
cheese dog.
Come on, man. That train was heading to Jersey so we could get to our cheese.
Would you see, guys? If you don't even realize, everybody here being in food stamp before when we were raised, so we can't be criticizing people for being food stamp as long as
Yes,
they really
we
need it.
can. There's a
No,
difference
yeah, we
between
can be critical.
living off of the government and just
But
needing help for a
that's
time.
that's what I made my last statement. As long they really need it.
Speaking of that, my mother used to tell me stories where she'd go in there and they'd give her a hard time for $20 worth of food stamps, and then somebody in a Cadillac, funny, would pull up down the street. They would walk up there and get everything.
Well,
you know
what's
what,
got to do
Bravo?
with the
You can't
Cadillac,
get,
Bravo?
but you
Huh?
Now
can't
you're
get mad,
blaming
Bravo.
revolution.
You can't get
Revolution, you see
mad,
that?
Bravo, if a black man got your food stamps. Listen, let me say this.
They knew how to
Yeah,
get to get the system, man. Back
revolution.
then,
That's why
my
he
mom
did.
didn't know how to get the system, but you know what?
Revolution. He just did that. Get him,
You should
revolution.
have told your mom to talk to my mom. She'd have showed her. Listen,
You guys
See,
were a lot
this-
smarter in that area.
this is why everybody in a so-called multicultural world have to be friends, because we
That's
all
right.
know something that each other don't.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
revolution, just to put it out there, I checked the stat, okay? And it's not the black or the Latino who get more food stamp. 34% of our nation is white people who get food stamp, okay?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
the hi-
And
that's
white
the high
people know
point.
that, but that's why they say we don't take handouts. Yes, you do every month. Don't
Hey,
you know?
hey, don't blame all the white people there, Revolution.
Now I'm not blaming all of them, but
We saw
so many of them
34%
say that they don't want a handout, and I be seeing them getting WIC and everything. That's a handout.
No,
And a
they-
handout.
Those people aren't saying we don't want a handout. They're saying they have their handout saying give me more. I mean, come on. It pisses
So-
me off when I go to the grocery store every week. I go to the grocery store to get food for the house, and it pisses me off because the other day we were in Walmart, and God forbid you couldn't even move in there. And then I realized what date it was. It was right after the first. Everybody
See?
got their freaking food stamps. Everybody got their freaking welfare. Everybody got their, and you couldn't move in there. And people had carts of food. I got to go in and pick things that I want to make sure that I have enough money to cover it. And these people
3
are walking
bags.
with two carts full of shit.
And you only got 3 or 4 bags. You're right,
Exactly.
Mary.
I walk out with 3 bags. They walk out with 2 cartloads of stuff.
Yeah,
And that
Yeah,
3
that's
bags was
that's some of
$300,
your
Maverick.
white privilege, Maverick.
I know.
Hey, you know what, guys? There was times when I was early in my college years, and I went into the DES office, and they told me straight up I was the wrong color, and I wasn't going to get any help. And then when I had a child, we were married, and I had just quit my job, and things were tight. I couldn't even get WIC. I was like, this is shit.
Because
Do you know
according,
Amber May? Amber May, you absolutely right. Don't you know, when I got out of college, I went to Microsoft to go get a job, and they told me I was the wrong color. I said, hold on. First, y'all going to deny Amber May food stamps and now me a job? We all need a damn reparations check.
Yes, I
See,
need reparations.
you see, revolution going circle again.
Yeah.
hitting with the-
Revolution. We've all been denied shit. I mean, I'm telling you, we had a
Bravo,
thriving
what they
business
deny you,
with
Bravo?
money coming in, and we couldn't even get a loan. They said, well, do you know any minorities that you could have into your company? The Section 8 program will allow you to have this. And I'm like, I don't know shit. I mean, you have a woman you could bring in there. Back then, it was white women you could do too. Minorities and white women. If you had them in your company, you could get money. We didn't have shit. We were just a bunch of white guys and couldn't get anything. And we ended up having to fold the company in about a year.
Hey,
Then
bro,
y'all shoulda
come
stopped.
on. Why you say you say migrants, women?
Then y'all should have stopped running the black
Section
people out of
8
y'all
for
community.
everybody. If you don't qualify,
See-
that means you make a lot of money, Bravo. So don't come here. You say that you're
Exactly.
getting everything. You're making a lot of money. Let those people, if they qualify, they qualify.
Bravo, how you think you buy all those
Back then,
conspiracy
I
theory
haven't
books?
always made a lot of money. Now I do, but back then I didn't make any money at all,
Bravo.
just like the
That's
rest
a-
of you.
That's according to you, but when you report the numbers, you didn't qualify because you make more than the regular people.
Exactly, Bravo.
No, there was no programs for us. We had no money. We were a
Bravo,
new
Section
company just
8
starting
is
up.
for every age,
We had
it's for
no
everybody.
money coming in.
All right, let me
But
say
we were
this real
told
quick,
that
Bravo.
if we were a different color or had a minority or a woman, which was considered a minority back then, not white women aren't anymore.
still are.
With businesses, not with businesses or not. That you don't get any extra money or benefit from them, because I had a woman in my company for 28 years, my ex.
Bravo, don't you know if you have an EIN number, they will not cross-reference that with your personal social security card. So if you're a woman,
Listen to
they don't really know who you are. They don't know if you're a businesswoman or not. There are white women with businesses
You know
that
what?
probably get
Revolution.
welfare checks.
Revolution, you're right. Hey, Bravo, where you come with that?
I
Fake
gotta
news.
learn. I gotta learn how to
That's
do all this shit
no,
here.
that's
Yeah.
fake news. Revolution just catch you in a lie. It's true. You
What?
don't
What are you
get the
talking
IEA
about, Goose?
The
You're-
IEA number don't have to do anything with your
oh,
social
Goose,
security when you do your
you're crazy.
taxes.
You're crazy.
Revolution, he just told you that.
And Bravo knows
No,
the
he
truth.
was
They-
teaching me. He was teaching me how to gaff the system. Yeah, he was teaching me how to
No,
rip
I'm
the
not teaching
system
you to
off.
gas the system.
I'm like, I
Revolution.
need to be taking notes.
Revolution.
I'm teaching you the
See?
tricks of the trade that I learned from the
That's it.
users of the system.
That's
Yeah.
right.
No, I mean, we were trying to be honest when we were getting our loan. We filled out the applications honestly. We did everything. We were stupid back then. We didn't realize. Then they're telling us all this shit. And we're like, you know what? They're screwing us. You know.
No, you
Yeah.
know what I think it was, Bravo? I think that a lot of white people believed in white privilege, and then they showed y'all that it wasn't any. You understand? See, understand
White
this.
privilege. Hell,
Yes.
we were going to employ 34 people on a federal contract. I mean,
That
and a
look
lot
like
of them are
who?
minorities.
We
And
don't.
still
We
couldn't
as
get
white
anything.
people. We as white people don't believe we have white privilege.
Hell no. Yeah,
No,
only
y'all
only
did at one
minorities
time.
think we have
Y'all
white
probably
privilege.
that
y'all
we had
probably
white
don't believe it no more, but y'all probably did at one
I
time.
didn't believe.
Hell no.
No, because when I was
We
in
got
college,
hand-me-downs.
when I was in college, I could not get a scholarship, and every student in my classes that were minorities, they all had scholarships.
All right,
I'm
watch
not
this.
paying on my
Watch
students.
Okay,
this.
Revolution, get him. Revolution,
I
get him.
hate my white privilege.
Right.
It makes
You
me
know how we
dead.
got our clothes? We got hand-me-downs. We didn't
All
have
right,
anyone giving us clothes with our white privilege.
Check this out.
My white
By
privilege
July, there will be no such thing as affirmative action. They are dismantling that. But understand what it will be after July. It'll still be white legacy in certain colleges that just because their people went there, they deserve a seat in the place. So y'all can't just say all this, black students are getting more. No, white people always had legacy. That's affirmative
Well,
action
that's
on
because you got
steroids.
Well, you're
white
talking
liberal
about white
communists.
people. Wait. When he's talking about white people legacy, he's talking about these elite
Exactly.
Right.
Luciferian
He's talking
people
about your
Right.
average
that
White
don't- are not
Revolution.
you and
white
I. They're these
liberal
evil-
communists. That's what they are.
evil
Revolution.
Luciferian
Stop
people.
using those words, Bravo.
Revolution. If my daughter hear you talking like that, she will tell you straight up in your face.
It's
Don't you say that because I didn't need special privilege for me to go through college. Because she hated that. Somebody said to her, why you don't go through affirmative action? She say, I don't need that. I'm smart enough to do what I need to do.
All right, let me say this, Bravo. Goose. And nobody ever that looked like the owner of the Dallas Cowboys stood out on the steps of a school and blocked entrance to your people getting in. That never happened before. So, of course, they had to find a way to make up for the time that black people just couldn't go. So what was
It's
they
a shame
supposed
that
to do?
that was
But,
ever a thing. That's a shame.
Well,
that
now
was
it's
ever
better, Revolution. I
But-
think it's
but
more
what other-
opportunity now.
But what other nations in the world have undid the things, some of the mistakes they made? None of these other
Okay.
countries are doing
Well,
that
guess
shit.
what?
You can't even
Guess what?
you can't even
Ask-
be a minority in other countries.
Ask the Jews, because Germany did what they did to them, and America is one of the biggest payers of Jewish reparations. So ask them, when did a country
You see,
or
Well, they
countries ever
actually-
rectify a problem?
Revolution.
No,
Going
again,
back to reparation. You see,
you can't lump all Jewish people in the same thing. It's the same liberal, communist, white Jews that control everything.
like the
They're-
Rothschilds.
And guess
it's
what?
not
And
not
they may
all
even
Jewish
be-
Hebrew people.
And they may even be imposters. See, listen.
Yeah,
Let
right.
me say this. Nobody has ever really sat down and did some research on who are the real Jews.
Right.
Don't you know right now Bravo, somebody is saying they in your family and don't know nobody that's ever been a part of it. See, we can say anything, but if we say it, does it mean it's true? That's the problem.
What do you mean?
Well, revolution, but when you talk about it's so many social programs that some people qualify, some other people don't qualify. But affirmative action is something that a lot of people in today's society don't believe, especially us
But do you
minorities.
know? But do you know who benefited more from affirmative action way more than black people?
Who?
White homosexual men and white women.
Oh,
Because
hell yeah.
white
They get
women
everything.
became white
They're a
women
We're
protected
became
supposed to
class.
bow to them. We're supposed to
They're a protected
genuflect to them.
class. They're
Yeah.
protected.
So what can we do, revolution, to change that?
we can cut our weenies off. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Let me say this.
I
Do
hope
you
that-
know
I hope that
that the
highlights that.
Wayne Wade son at 15 years old got the Essence Humanitarian Award for changing his gender? And there have been white scientists, black scientists that have made inventions that made it comfortable and easy for everybody, and we don't even know their names. See, understand this. We got to stop falling asleep so that America can stop feeding us a dream. You only
Yeah.
dream when you sleep. We need to
I
wake
think
the
you
hell
should
up.
wait. You think you should wait until you're 18 to do anything with your body. It shouldn't allow you to do any change to your body until you are 18.
Did you guys
Yeah.
see what just happened in Washington State? They passed a law that is going to circumvent parents, that if parents say no to their minor children having surgery, they will remove the child from the home. Isn't that so
I did
awful?
see that.
Right. It's corporate child abuse and
It's-
child trafficking.
it's
I mean, these
legal,
people are
yes.
sick.
It's
Do
sick.
you know if a child go to a psychologist, say for instance, Maverick was a psychologist, and he told a 8-year-old boy who thought that he was gay and he didn't even commit a gay act yet. But if he thought he was gay and Maverick said, wait a minute, little man, that's not healthy. Do you know Maverick won't only lose his job, he will go to jail.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why Maverick is not.
How did we let it get like this? We all fell asleep. And then everybody's going to get on Trump because they
That's
say
right,
Trump should have fixed everything. Oh my
couldn't.
God.
It was too bad.
Right.
It was way
It's
too bad.
gone. America is gone. We're fighting it. We're fighting to try to get it back.
Hey,
That's
but you know
because
what?
everybody's
I feel
smoking
hopeful.
crack.
I feel hopeful. If you look at what things are on the news, their plans are not exactly going as smooth as they want it to.
Right.
There's states fighting against the CBDC. Thank God for your state, Florida. I can't remember what other state is. We have a representative here in Arizona that put legislation for it to ban CBDC, but with the pretend governor occupying the governor seat, she'll probably veto it. But people are fighting back against the CBDC, and you know another way you could do it is everybody reach out to their local banks, send them articles, tell them that you don't want to be a part of the FedNow program. This is another way we fight back with NGOs, non-governmental agencies, and we could fight back then. They want to get us all on electric cars to eventually have us have no cars. It's a progression. People are fighting back against that. I mean,
right. The electric cars keeps us in the 15-minute
they
city.
used to. They're having to work really hard for their wins.
Well, but you got to remember that's all part. Remember that Obama gave a speech and he was consoling people after saying, "I know it looks chaotic now, but out of chaos comes forth our vision." They know it's going to be chaos right now. They knew it's going to be a fight. It's part of the fight. Let's just hope that there are good guys out there, which I believe there are, that are fighting back too. You know,
that goes back
It's a
from that
long
one guy,
fight,
Zelensky,
Bible.
that
You
wrote
can't
that
give
book.
up.
it's a very long fight.
Saul Zelensky. That's part of their plan, that you
Yeah.
create utter chaos so that you disrupt everything, and then you're the one who brings the solution, and everyone runs to you because you have the solution.
Right.
But
chaos.
but that's That's the mantra of America. Chaos, order out of chaos. Listen, guys. And I know some of y'all are
That's
Freemasons,
communism.
but you
Yeah.
know what we need to do? We need to start the Slacker group based on you guys' podcast, and we need to be the super LGBTQ that go against the LGBTQ. We need to start a super friends organization. And I can see you now, Maverick. You got the Batman uniform. And everybody else, we get to choose. We're gonna
Goose
make
is
you
Robin.
the honorary Batman.
Goose
Goose
is
gonna be
Robin.
Yeah. Goose is Robin because he wants the leotards.
Oh wait, see, Bravo, stop hating on your coworkers.
I started out. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
Maverick and Goose, Batman and Robin. Goose has to be
The
Robin.
Bravo could be the Joker, I guess, because
He
Oh
totally
wait,
is the Joker. I am so excited to be Batgirl because I always want to be
no, you want to be
Batgirl.
Batgirl?
You know, in the Adam West movie, the shows, I love Batgirl.
Oh yeah, Batgirl was always hot. You know.
Oh yeah, that's me. I'm
oh
always
wait.
hot.
You see what Maverick doing? Maverick is sending subtle shots at Amber May. You know what? Stop that, Bravo. He's all
Bravo,
that
yeah.
Batgirl is
No,
hot.
he called
And
me
he
hot.
said that.
Hey.
Keep calling me hot.
See,
That's fine.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm
She's
cool with that.
she's sending signals to Maverick. Remember, Catwoman loved Batman.
Yeah,
Remember
Oh
that?
wait,
Batgirl,
see,
not
you
Catwoman.
you hating,
Batgirl.
Bravo.
He said
What did you drink
Batgirl.
before you came on the show?
I am
I'm
the
just
sidekick
history.
to the
It's called
sidekick.
history.
I'm the sidekick to the sidekick.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, man.
You know what? I call my husband Batman because he fights crime and he has a utility belt, and I call him Batman.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Batman, come here.
That's
See,
what I
you
call him.
See, why did he make that voice like the Joker for real? Maverick was only playing. Maverick was only playing, Bravo.
Well, I gotta take my kids to church and it's date night, so I gotta let you guys go. Great show. Love you guys. Love you, Bravo.
Yeah.
Love you
Bravo
too, Amber
Lady,
May.
Maverick.
Bye,
My
Amber.
buddies.
Mhm.
Thanks for coming. That was Amber May, everybody.
Yo,
AKA
this show is hot. Y'all show is on fire. I would love to debate that lady on you guys' show because I
Yeah.
know between Goose and Bravo, that show will be fire. That'll probably have 1 million views or more.
I mean, maybe you'll do better than me because I got no takers on my offer to come. People come on the show.
I want to bring her here
criticized.
so bad.
All I got was criticized for offering. So I gave up on that idea. So, if
But you
can-
know what? You guys need that because they need to run into somebody who's not going to sugarcoat the questions
well,
that
that's the
come from
problem.
a
That's
real.
why they don't want to come on.
Yeah, that's
want-
probably why.
They want the easy stuff. They want us to sympathize with them.
Exactly.
You know, and we're, you know, chances are nobody's going to do that. So,
But you know what I like about
the lady
you
who
guys?
yelled at Goose earlier, I don't know who she was. I don't know where she came
You guys, even though y'all make a lot of jokes, Maverick, Bravo, and Goose, I'm gonna tell you something that's serious about this show, man. You guys are open to stimulating debate, something that most Americans don't want any parts of, because the American society hate to think, and our low reading levels prove
You
it.
know what though? You know what, Revolution? It wasn't always that way. They have conditioned people. I have seen it. I've been in the workforce since the 80s, and I saw it under the Clintons how they slowly started grabbing. People don't realize how free corporations were to hire really who they wanted to. You know, I mean, was there you know, racism and things like that? Yeah, but really they took over the corporations through the HR system, and they started implementing all these things. You can't pray, you can't have this in your cubicle, you can't do that, you know, you can't hire certain people. I mean, they That's how they did it. That the politicians, through the corporations, through the HR system, took control of all these companies and started implementing all these lesbian and gay things, and you can't have Christmas. Jesus is a piece of shit. And I mean that's how they did it. I watched
But you
them.
know,
We
but you
saw it.
know how
It was
that
a
happened.
slow, methodical process. These people are not stupid. They
It
know what they're
wasn't
doing.
really, it wasn't really that slow, Bravo. The reason that it happened is because a lot of these companies, even though they were doing well, out of greed, they had their hand out. And they said, okay, we'll give you our money, but this is what you'll have to do for
Well,
us.
well,
See,
they did. They controlled them too, because they said, the federal government said, we'll give you money if you start implementing these programs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's how they did it. How do you think Obama's gotten his civilian national force is with military surplus and making agreements with these people, like, we'll give you this stuff if you allow us to come into your databases and be able to use them and things like that at the local
You're
level.
absolutely right. But what
I mean,
about
they
the
they are
president?
very smart. We are behind the power curve. We don't really understand what they've been doing for the last 70 years.
Some of us do, Bravo.
Yeah.
Because what about the presidential administrations that allow major manufacturing companies to just leave the
I'm
country
back.
and take all of that money with them?
Right,
See,
right.
understand, this has been going on for so long,
Yeah.
and we don't talk about none of this.
It was systematically. None of this stuff is organic. It was all
What money you
planned.
talking about?
The money that the major corporations were making when they took their businesses overseas, that money went with them.
Right.
And not only did that money go with them, the communities that they left went to shit.
When
Because
Clinton allowed NAFTA, that was systematically taking the money out of our corporations and moving it overseas, destroying areas.
Yes.
They did it on purpose.
Yeah.
All part of the plan. All part of the.
Yeah. But you know what? Nobody's being taught this. You have to figure it out yourself through hours and hours and hundreds of hours of research. You're not going to just hear this on the mainstream media or anything else. You know what I mean? You got to spend the time and the effort to look up all this stuff and wade through the shit and try to glean some good information.
Hey, the best thing is for you to go to C-SPAN and watch all those things that happen there. You will be listening live. I mean, you don't have to go really to all this fake news. Just listen it for yourself. And you'll be able to understand these whistleblowers that are coming every day to Congress to testify against this evil regime that we had in the White House. Remember, we are being run by a bunch of freaking communists, people who hate our country.
You know what? You are absolutely right. And I've never been more angry with black people than I am today. Because the same man that we broke our neck to vote into office and put Donald Trump out, not saying that he's any better, but the same man that's sitting in that office right now is the king of black mass incarceration. Let me say this.
Thank you.
Biden is responsible for breaking up more black families than Hitler could have done had he won World War II.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
I agree.
If Hitler is the Hitler of Jewish people, Biden is the Hitler of black people.
Yeah. And people don't even realize Biden was thrown out of Congress. He couldn't even run for president. Where does the media? You imagine if it happened to Donald Trump and he tried to run for president again? They would have crucified him. He would have never got in there. But Biden, it was never even mentioned. Never mentioned the corruption he was nailed for. I mean,
because
the guy
you know
is
why?
a criminal.
Wherever the agenda is, the elite and the owners of this world, because we got to stop looking at sovereignty of nations. That's no longer a factor. There are people that actually run this world, and they have G20 summits and G4 summits every year to prove it. Don't you know that those same people use these politicians as sock puppets to host their agenda?
Yeah, they
They're
have
all
to do their
evil.
stuff. They have to do their agenda, or you're going to hear about them having an accident somewhere.
Yes,
That's what
indeed.
people don't realize. These people are mafia thugs. Just think of it as a big mafia organization. You don't do it, they either destroy you like they did like Bill Cosby and all these other people that come out, you know what I mean? If they start having a Jesus moment, once you're part of the system, you can't come out of it, or they either ruin you or they will kill you. Period.
Well, that's why they went after
You,
Cosby, because he didn't agree with the freaking agenda. That's
Yes.
why.
did you
That's
guys
why they went
know?
after Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Michael Jackson, remember he dissed Sony. He told Sony,
He
screw
said he was a
you.
slave. Yes.
Yes, they
Yeah.
stole his damn money, and he came out and wrote some songs about it. Next thing you know, they're killing his ass. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Understand? Do you guys know the real reason that Bill Cosby is in jail? Bill Cosby bought a house in the South. I forget exactly where it is. The next show, I will definitely tell y'all. They found oil on his property. They wanted to dig, and Cosby didn't allow him to dig. And not only did he not allow him to dig up the oil, he went to the whole community and had them block any digging that would have been done in that area. And he became a threat to the money grabbers. Understand this, it's all about money. No politician care about individual people, because the politicians that we're hailing, they don't even know our names.
Right. You're not going to
So, Bravo.
you cannot achieve great wealth in this country unless you're part of their system. Period. You
It's
can't
Well,
not-
do
that's
it.
been happening for many freaking years. Now, let me ask you a question. Somebody asked in the chat room, what the hell Donald Trump is doing in CNN?
Yeah, I saw that. I was just about to say
Yeah.
the same thing. I mean, what's up with
Yeah,
that?
Well, you know
that,
what's
Bravo?
going on. I think that's a stab in the back to Fox, for Fox screwing everyone over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So,
but Donald Trump talks so much shit about CNN, and then he goes on.
yeah. And CNN is
Well-
like, they're like salivating to get him on there. I mean, they can't believe he actually wants to do it.
You can't beat the enemy.
Donald Trump
Don't-
always has an ulterior motive for everything he does.
He does. But you know what?
And it's usually something that we don't even think about, and we're like, holy shit, I wish I would have thought of that. You
So,
know?
Bravo,
but-
why he don't come to freaking Slacker 82
Yes.
podcast?
We need Donald Trump on Slacker 82. I mean, come on.
Call him,
on,
Goose.
man.
You know his phone number?
Oh, get him on, man.
Yeah.
Guy's phone number. Maverick, call him.
Goose,
Yeah,
I bet you got his phone number.
Or get Don Jr. or any of them on here. Yeah.
Bravo, you got their phone number,
I
Bravo.
know, yeah. You're friends with all them guys on Telegram.
You got the army time from them.
Yeah, they send you the Army Times and everything.
Yeah.
See,
Bravo
you
is-
know what?
Well, unfortunately, they
Stop
didn't tell
saying
me
that.
which one was sending me that.
You keep saying that like it's a elite group that's sending those Army magazines. Don't make it look like Bravo is a
No,
part.
the Army
of the
magazines came. The Army magazines came after I talked about a certain subject.
What was
It was a
Well, wait.
validation in my mind to that subject that I was talking about.
What was that?
They might get you, Bravo.
Bravo, I don't know. Bravo talk about so many subjects that I don't know what validation he's talking about.
I don't remember what he was talking about either.
Well, you'd have to go back to October. Go look,
hell, I
listen
ain't
to the
going
shows
through
from October. What was it? October of 2020, right?
Well, I know what
October
happened,
2020.
Bravo.
The shows are still up there. Go if you
You
guys
live-
want to know. Go listen.
When they keep them up. there.
Bravo, by mistake, left his credit card up there.
Yeah.
Can,
You
can I
guys
say
are just
something real
jealous
quick,
because
guys?
you didn't get them.
He
I mean,
paid for
they're still.
lifetime
I'm still getting them. They're still paying for them. It's been how many years now? 3?
You know
It's
what?
probably
I'm
on a
gonna
credit
call
card,
the
like
army
you
time.
said, that you're not aware of, that you just keep paying for it. Probably a
Oh,
magazine.
no, nothing's paying for it. I don't have any. Yeah.
I'm
Maverick,
gonna call army time tomorrow.
Yeah,
do you have the hand clap icon at your disposal?
yeah. I think I do. Let me see.
Give a hand clap for Eric. Eric is definitely the father of our generation, man. He is.
Eric,
He be going so hard in the chat.
Eric.
CNN is doing. Let's see what he said here. Eric said CNN is doing one of them Republican presidential town hall specials. Oh.
Eric,
Well,
come
hey,
live to our show.
Trump will ream them a new butthole if they don't do it right, like he did last time.
Hey,
So-
Bravo, can you watch your language, please?
Oh God, Goose, get out of here!
Eric, Bravo, Goose is right. Don't say butthole as much as the LGBT
All right,
is
ass.
on the
Yeah, don't
scene.
say butthole. Come on, man.
Yeah, you helping them out.
Yeah.
Just say speak of smoocher, like speak of smoocher. You know, I'm trying to teach him
I know you are.
revolution.
I know Goose. Goose, you a good
Goose,
dude, man.
Goose is yeah. I'll tell you what. He's the one you want to learn from when it comes to that.
It's what pickle smooching. Oh,
Oh man, was that
bravo.
What?
You know,
Goose, you gonna let him get away with that?
exactly.
I don't think.
Bravo, you went hard.
I
What?
don't think he
What?
was intending.
Now
You
what?
hit him below the
No,
belt.
Yeah, he was saying
I
that
don't
you,
think-
you know all about pickle smooching. Come
Hey,
on.
Who said that?
Yeah, you did.
Bravo
I
said
did
that.
not.
Rev,
Bravo
did he
said, "Go to Goose if you
I
wanna
would
know all
never
about
say that to Goose.
Man, hey, Goose, Revolution heard it too. So.
No, I don't think he said it that way.
Hey, you guys shouldn't be lying on the show. We only tell the truth.
Yo, Bravo, you cold tonight. You got some juice tonight. You got it.
You know, people listen to the show every Wednesday and they know who's the one who say pickle smoochers all the time. And Bravo can give you a lengthy freaking speech about that.
Man,
Go ahead, Bravo.
that's why
I don't want to waste my time. If anybody, it's kind of like when I say use Occam's razor. If you don't know what Occam's razor is, go look it up. You know what I mean? So I don't have time to explain everything.
man, you know what? The Bravo is, he be on it. And then he give you examples to the example. He give you the pickle smoocher and then give you the Occam's razor. He is doing it. He is the Muhammad Ali of podcasting tonight. He is the greatest.
Kurt said he just got a call from Beijing. Because they're
No. Revolution, I want one of those blue Cadillacs. Yeah.
See, you know what? And I'm gonna make sure you get one because black people get them free on the down low.
Yes.
Man.
You're right. I want one of the classic ones. Remember those? They were, I'll tell you what, those guys you have to admit, they might have been into a life of crime, but they were classy looking. Flashy,
what that
I should
was?
say. They were flashy
Because
looking.
Nobody in America really dress up anymore.
Right.
Ask yourself this. How often do you walk down the street on any given day from the start of the year to the end and just see people sharp for no reason? That's what was special about pimps, that they stay sharp all the time.
Yeah. Well, I thought. Remember? Did you go see the Elvis movie? I thought they did a good job showing the truth that Elvis Presley, where he got his music from, how he used to hang out in the black neighborhoods and got
In the black churches.
in the
And
black
the
churches
black stars.
and things like that. Yeah, people don't. I agree, Revolution. They don't give you enough credit. I do. I know the history of black entrepreneurs, and I know that was one of the reasons they made a decision to destroy the black population because they were getting too powerful, and they were starting.
What do you mean, Bravo?
They were starting to get groups, and they knew that if they got together in groups, that they would start getting elected to legislatures and things like that, and they were afraid. They were worried about it.
Let me ask you something really quick, Goose. Are you aware that between 1865 and 1877, 66 black cities went up in the United States? Did you know that?
I didn't even know that.
See, let me say this, guys.
Let me Google it. Let me Google it.
Please Google it. Please Google it.
Let me
Between
say how many? How many?
1865
How many?
Don't go to Snopes
Between
with him and his cat.
1865
with his,
and
geez.
1877, 66 black cities.
1865 to 18 what?
77.
How many cities? Where from? Come on, bro. Don't be lying like that.
I promise you. I promise you. I wish I knew how to send stuff on the podcast because I damn sure put it up for everybody to see it. Do you know that's what the Great Compromise of 1877 was about? Pulling out the Freedmen's Bureau that protected black people so that white people can go in and ravish the cities that they built. And they did it to Rosewood. They did it to Wilmington.
Of course, because that was the Reconstruction years.
Think about this.
Reconstruction referred to the period immediately after the Civil War from 1865
oh, man, we got like 5 minutes left. You show
to
up now.
1877. Of course, it's gonna be Reconstruction. Revolution. That's simple. I haven't looked at the number because it doesn't say the number. But the
I bet Raccoon has
Reconstruction.
I bet Raccoon has some information on that.
Raccoon, where you been, brother?
Raccoon.
I've been hiding up here in the mountains, just about off grid.
Wow, I mean, the show's almost over, man. Usually you're the first one here.
I just got back from eating.
All right.
Revolution.
He was so deep in the mountains, it took him 3 hours or 2 hours to get out of there.
Revolution. Let me give you this information. In all 16 African American served in the U.S. Congress during the Reconstruction, more than 600 more were elected to the state legislature, and hundreds more held local offices across the South.
Man, Goose is using Google again.
Yeah,
so you know what?
I gotta check. That's how I check Bravo. Sometimes we pulling a fast one on the show.
I'm not pulling.
And I'm always right.
I'm not pulling a fast one.
You're not always right, Bravo. Don't always right.
I'm not.
But it makes sense. This is a revolution. It didn't say exactly the groups like you said, but it makes sense because it was the Reconstruction years, and we elected 600 representatives. That means it was a lot of Reconstruction going on in the black community.
But guess what, Goose? Guess what? Just because it was the Reconstruction era didn't mean that black people had to be that busy in putting that much work in to erect that much property.
That was the biggest. Come on, man. That was the biggest opportunity after the Civil War. Come on. Of course, why we fought for the freedom. So of course it's going to be more Reconstruction.
Let me ask you this: if Reconstruction worked so well for black people, why didn't it work ultra well for white people? Why did white people feel as though they had to create a white man's constitution in 1898 to go in and sack the luxuries from Wilmington, South Carolina? Why did they feel like that? Why did they feel like
that is unfair statement, Revolution? What you just
said. That is very fair.
It is very unfair because white people fall in the side of the abolishers too. Okay, it was divided. The country was divided. So you can't make that statement just like that. White people.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me that in a white man's country, the black man had the most opportunity? Where does that happen, Goose? If I came to stay at your house, I can't tell you get out. You can tell me get out.
Revolution.
Hey, Merp.
You say 77. I say that was the Reconstruction, and they say they have 600 representatives. 600.
Let Raccoon get in conversation here. Get it, Raccoon.
Just remember, Merp, before they had the slave trade here in the United States, it was all over Europe and all over the Middle East. And none of them have any rights worth of shit right now compared to what you have. Now,
Oh,
the thing
come
is,
on,
you
come on,
have to
come on,
understand.
come on,
No, no,
Raccoon.
no. Hey,
Raccoon.
hey, wait a
Hey,
minute.
Don't
Let
just
me
say
say my
stuff you
piece
feel.
here.
Say
Damn it.
some
Rev, let him
facts.
finish. Rev, let him finish first.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
You can't. They brought you over here as slaves, and they went all over North America and most of South America. Okay, and those people down there don't have the rights you have. They don't have the rights that a lot of people here in the United States who think they don't have rights. Y'all
All
have
right, but
rights.
all
But
right,
the
let me
thing
ask
of
you
it
this,
is, no,
Raccoon.
wait a minute, wait. The thing of it is, it took education and the word to get out to give people rights who were slaves to a, might say, a subordinate society at the time. I mean, just remember, the Democrats never allowed the Emancipation Proclamation to be ratified. They had to pass a law. And just remember something else. No damn Democrats voted for any of the rights that they say they give you, which you already
That's a true
had
statement.
All right,
That's a
well,
true
let me
after
say
statement,
the
this,
Revolution.
war.
Raccoon, really quick.
That's a
Let
true
me say
statement,
this really
Revolution.
quick to what you just said. Do you know if that's the case, right? Then why didn't the Republicans that everybody that get on here protect? Why didn't they protect the black people by ratification of the 14th Amendment and protecting the civil and equal rights of every citizen here, even slaves? They allowed the Freedmen's Bureau to be taken away so that black people would be left vulnerable to white people. Stop playing, Raccoon.
No, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with
You
you.
are playing.
No, I'm not. Just listen a minute, okay? Just shut up and listen a minute.
No, you shut up.
You guys had the rights. The only problem was everybody was programmed not to allow you to have them. Who started the Jim Crow laws? The Democrats. Who started the civil rights? Republican black people. Who burnt
And
down
who
Dagon
allowed it?
City? No, hey,
Republicans, because Republicans could have stopped it.
Well, the only
No,
party
nobody
that they
down
were
here.
that blacks were allowed in was the Republican Party. No,
Merp,
they
No,
wouldn't
that's a
have let them
lie,
in.
because we used to vote
Merp.
65-35 between the Democrats and the Republicans, hoping that somebody moved in our favor. Now
You
look
also
that
have to
up, Goose.
remember. You also have to remember it was about greed, okay? Keep you on the plantation, they said. What did they do? They made ghettos around the big cities where they wanted to control you. A few people got away from it and made really, really good with their life. But the majority of black people don't leave the ghetto, or they leave the ghetto, they still stay in the same areas.
That's because it is controlled. It is systemically controlled. We're not here
Bullshit.
because we want to be
Revolution,
in
that's why
ghettos.
Revolution, that's why
call
he's telling
bullshit.
you to control you. That's what he says.
No,
to
he just
control
called
you.
bullshit on the Goose, so that can't be what he's saying.
We're
He
gonna have
just
to
called
No,
bullshit.
as much as I want to continue this conversation, we're out of time, guys. I really
Well, make sure you read your Google and your books and come next week.
yeah,
I will. I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll
All
try
right,
to.
Come
everybody
early.
coming on tonight. Bravo, you want to do us the prayer real quick?
Heavenly Father, we thank you so much in the name of Jesus Christ, Lord. We just pray that everyone here, no one got their feelings hurt too much, Lord, and that they understand. And Lord, we just pray every day that you love us and you take care of us. And Lord, I just pray that all these people here come to a full knowledge of you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
God bless
All right.
you.
Well, thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Thank you, Raccoon. Thank you, Revolution. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. All you
Amber,
mothers out there.
Amber, thank you for coming to the show again.
Amber, yes, Amber, thank you. Billy D, thank you for coming to the show.
Eric, Big Papa,
Eric, Big Papa, yeah, everybody. I was just gonna say everybody to round it off.
Tampa Bay, Eric.
Yeah. Come often. That's right. Yeah. We'll be back next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Let me see what I got here. All right. So we're going to be out of here. Thanks, everybody.
Can I come next
This
week?
is Alex
with
Jones, and
bells?
you were listening to my friends Maverick and Goose. Make sure you come back next week for a new episode.
Revolution. Just make sure you read the
Yeah,
document.
I'm gonna take my
I will.
horse through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse through
See you
the
later,
old
Eric.
town road. I'm gonna
Brother, take care, my
ride till
brother.
I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match. Riding on a horse, ha, you can whip your Porsche. I've been in the valley, you ain't been up off that porch. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Riding on a tractor, lean all in my bladder. Cheated on my baby, you can go and ask her. My life is a movie, but riding in boobies. Cowboy hat from Gucci, Wrangler on my booty. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Hat down, cross town, living like a rock star. Spend a lot of money on my brand new guitar. Baby's got a habit, diamond rings and Fendi sports bras. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. Got no stress, I've been through